What are your greatest memories of filming something where you have to walk along?
Well, mine is, it's more watching me walking along. I don't move my arms when I walk, and that was a real shock for me.
Why don't you?
I don't know, I thought I did, so now I want to make more of an effort because I look like a bear in the woods. So now
you're slightly over-moving them now?
Sometimes you've got to overcorrect.
And then, yeah. I think, yeah.
Alan.
Like that.
Oh.
Well, I look like I'm going much more quickly than you.
I used to like all those scenes in The West Wing where they were forever charging around the place, making decisions and nailing really complex dialogue.
Yeah, long corridors.
Yeah.
Whereas in Top Cat, they would always go past the same furniture several times. I wish they'd done that in The West Wing, just go past the same desk.
So, Alan.
Yes?
Yes? I hear you grew up in or near a forest.
I grew up in Epping Forest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I loved Epping Forest. So that's it.
You grew up with
quiet
it?
It's quite sizable. It's on the edge of London, so Essex-London borders. And it's got quite a lot of history about it.
Highwaymen, wasn't it?
Dick Turpin supposedly hid out there. Boudica, or Boadicea, as we used to call her, lived there. There's a place called Loughton Camp, which had huge earthen walls at one point, 1,000 years ago, I think, and now they're just mounds, but they're still there. And you could easily get lost in it.
Yeah.
And there are not many people about. And it's a good place to be a kid, really.
So I've never been there, but I always imagine, because of the presence of London and the need, frankly, to, bury bodies, that it would be always really busy with people. There would almost be a queue for all the people who've murdered people.
Shovels and bin bags.
Just don't look at them, because we're trying to secretly bury a body ourselves, so let's just...
I went for the first time last year to Epping Forest. Very beautiful. Lots of deer, yeah.
Deer in the forest, yeah.
Really
Anyone
gorgeous.
burying any bodies? Or?
Oh, yeah, I was burying a body.
Oh, right,
Did you see deer?
Did I what?
Did you see deer in Epping Forest?
Lots of deer.
Did you?
Yeah.
Because I lived there the first 18 years of my life, never saw a deer.
They like me more. That's the answer to that.
Well, they're probably getting less shy.
They heard I was coming. What can I say?
Unlikely. That's quite a bold assertion, that the deer like me.
You probably move your arms too much. I'm walking up to them like this. I think, well, she's not going to do anything. She's just...
You've got the stealth walk.
There's a sausage walking towards us.
The perfect deer-stalking walk.
Yeah, that's
lulls
it.
them into a false
I bet
sense
you're
of
in there
security.
chatting away.
Why is the deer stalker hat for stalking deer? What's that got to do with deer?
But it isn't, is it? It's for Sherlock Holmes to do anything. No one else wears them. It's called a deer stalker, and Sherlock Holmes wears them.
And has it got the flat
he was a very
side on top of your head?
complicated man.
I think you can. I think you can. I imagine that when Sherlock Holmes' ears are cold, he can undo the thing at the top and tie it under his chin.
If you spot a deer, do you release the flaps?
Never, ever, whether you see deer, man or food, release the flaps.
Did you grow up near a forest, Roisin?
No, Camden is...
It's completely concrete.
Yeah, but I spent a lot of time in Ireland, so I did get a lot of in the countryside, but not like a forest, not like woods like this. Right. And I love it. I feel much better in the countryside than I do in the city.
Do you live in the city?
I live in the city.
You're going to move?
When I learn to drive.
Oh, I can't drive either. No, that's the thing. The countryside is an absolute pisser if you can't drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get scared in the countryside as well.
My wife gets scared in the countryside. Whenever she sees like two people together, she thinks that they're planning a human sacrifice.
That's what I think, of course.
Yeah. We went to West Wales once, and I wanted to go and see this. I mean, who wouldn't? I'm a fun-loving guy. This Neolithic burial stone that was sort of in the middle of a field. You could see on the footpath, and there were a couple of other people in anoraks walking towards it, and she got really spooked. And I sort of thought, well, look, think about it the other way. We could sacrifice them. We're not outnumbered. Be the scary one.
You can't beat them, join them. Is that how you deal with killers?
And then as you approach them, you realise that they were not going through a mental health crisis. They were having a walk.
Yeah, exactly. And then you've sacrificed their lives for no reason, and there you are in Epping Forest again, putting your back out with a spade.
When you were growing up with your brother, did people refer to you as the Mitchell brothers? Did you get some EastEnders gags?
No.
Did you ever think of doing a bald cap and going into school and going, you slag?
I think I don't know what the era of the Mitchell brothers was, but I would think
I'd say 90s. Would you say, Roisin?
Yes, 90s, 100%.
Oh, well, you see, I left school in 92, so...
Could have been a Mitchell brother in the sixth form.
Yes.
Paul Mitchell. Did you go to the same university as your brother? Could you have taken it into higher education?
Yeah. No, well, he's 8 years younger than me.
Oh, is he?
So
I didn't realise there was that much of a gap.
Yeah. So it's, yeah, it wouldn't...
It's not too late. You could still do it as an Edinburgh show.
Yeah.
Free fringe.
Yeah. Free. You don't think we could charge for that?
I don't think you should charge for that. Yeah. That's the idea. That's basically you two go on as the Mitchell brothers and do a sort of Q&A. Talk about how you would if you wanted to kill a person, given that neither of you can drive. How would you sacrifice? I mean, if you were to sacrifice.
What, if I was to kill a human?
Yeah, how would you do it?
I've occasionally
how would you like to do it? I mean...
undiscoveredly.
By accident.
Yeah, I mean, presuming you're going to get away. By that? Oh, you'd like to fake it.
But even to myself, I'd have to be by accident. I'd have to sort of probably half convince myself I didn't mean it so I could carry on living in my life.
I mean, you can't run someone over, you can't drive. So that's one out.
Well, no, I could definitely run someone over because I can't drive.
I'd like to do it by making someone jump so badly they died.
Oh!
Let them die of...
The biggest... Boo!
How high did he jump? The highest anyone's ever...
Would that be a superpower? If you can make someone jump, you're a jump man. And you make someone jump so badly they die. Or at least they're incapacitated.
That would definitely be a superpower.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure it'd be hard to structure within a story because it's so quick. And there's this immediate thump, thump, another one dead. It's just going around looking at people and...
But imagine it, you can see them, they're approaching you, you're there, they're in your line of sight, you're fully aware of them, but they can still surprise you to the extent you lose consciousness.
That's my experience of watching the film Scream. Is that the fact that you know they're about to scare you just makes it more scary.
Yeah.
Because you don't know exactly when they're going to. You just want to say, just do it now. Whatever it is, just do it now. Roisin, what was your favourite programme growing up?
Oh, well, I like Cell Block H. So, did you watch Cell Block H?
No, not much. Really. I loved Knight Rider. That's the thing.
I liked Knight Rider.
Watched as an adult Knight Rider, and I despise my former self because it's absolutely dreadful.
Good car though.
Great car.
Yes, yeah. Got a model one at Hamleys.
Did you?
Just as it was losing its magic for me as a programme. So I got the car and then didn't really play with it because I was, they call it the age of not believing, don't they? That's the song from Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Oh.
When all the magic of childhood is dying.
Oh.
Yeah, first time I went down a slide and you stopped sliding. That's when that went for me. I remember thinking, what's happening? And it's like, you're too big. Oh. Now you just stand still on a slide.
Now it's just a question of waiting until you get into drugs.
Yeah.
Well, on that note, thank you for joining me for a woodland ramble.
Enjoyed it
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Do you think this could be a format in itself?
Yeah.
Thank you for saying yes very unconvincingly.
David's way.
I was considering it, and I was thinking the pathway, because I had to look down quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe a clearer pathway in terms of if you're going to go global with it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no way... there's no way Barack Obama would agree to work with this kind of underground.
I like that's your next guess in your head.
Absolutely,
Barack Obama.
absolutely. So, Judi, where did you grow up?
Grew up in East London, very nice town. It was all, families and stuff and good schools and, nice little corner shops where you could buy your penny sweets for literally a penny, not like these days. And it was all nice and close-knit and stuff like that. But it wasn't countryside, no.
Have you ever fancied moving out to the country?
And you think about the kids and letting them have that experience, you think to yourself, yeah. And then you're like, I don't know. I don't know. I still, there's certain things I need to be in town for. My planting, my hairdresser. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
my
understand
coconut oil.
What's your planting?
Planting is like this banana.
Oh, I see, not plant. I thought you thought gardening.
No.
I thought gardening is, if anything, better in
planting.
the country.
I need my planting.
Oh, right, yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I need all those kind of things that I can come in and out with. You know, the culture. You can take the culture anyway. The culture is within you. But there's certain things I need to buy, like my hair products. I don't know if I can get that around here.
Well, no, I mean, you definitely need a shop.
Yeah,
but I think
maybe I could open the shop.
There are, absolutely, you could say all that provide that market.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. This is business acumen straight away. You said there ain't them shops in the woods.
Yeah.
The woods could do with them shops.
Yeah, the woods could do with a little bit of the hoods. Guys, where do you grow up?
Yeah, where did you grow up?
Sorry, say that again?
Yes, where did you grow up?
I see out of Coventry City.
Coventry.
Right. Yeah. Like me and Judi will have, I would assume, a very, very similar backgrounds, a super diverse area. I don't like nature, I think, because, I mean, they weren't like this, but I remember when we were little, do you know what allotment is, the allotment?
Oh, yeah, that was the most nature.
Yeah, there's a most nature.
Yeah, they're nice allotments.
It was really
There's
nice.
allotments around the back of my house.
They're nice, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And when we were kids, I remember we went to see this wonderful like allotment thing. It was. I remember the grass being so smooth. We were like, "That's fucking smooth grass." Yeah. Strange thought to have as a kid.
The allotments.
Yeah, it was
smooth grass.
It was smooth grass under the allotment.
What kind of allotment you went to? Because usually.
You sure that wasn't like a Crown Green Bowls club?
No, there was none of them where we were from.
What? Well, that's where you get the grass.
Okay, but there was a glass house there, so it was.
Okay.
So it was but I remember we went there, we were walking on the grass saying, "Oh, this is sick," and then someone goes, "Get the fuck off my allotment, you brown bastard!"
Oh.
And so it really ruined the vibe for me of nature. Innit?
Yeah. And
they stay with me forever.
And you haven't liked nature ever since.
No, fuck him and his nature.
Yeah.
You know, I do like seeing the different colours of the green out in the, but then things fly and I feel like that woman that swallowed a fly and I think, oh.
Who swallowed a fly?
Yeah, there was no lady that swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll, not this bitch.
Yeah, she does.
And then, you know what I mean? I don't want to be singing that song. I don't want to go for the insects that are swallowed. And then you're like, I've seen quite a few different shades of green. You know, 50 shades of green.
Yeah, but it's just green, ain't it?
But this air smells differently. It smells different.
Does it smell any better than the ends, though? I don't think drastically.
It feels less toxic, the air.
I mean,
look, when you do this, do this. Two more times.
I'm a bit bored. Okay. Oh, another one. Okay.
One more. Yeah, but Judi, I think we could be in like a trap house.
I've got stuff in my nose.
There you go.
I must say, I do find the, you know, in the city, the smell of the cars, it's not as bad as pollen.
Yeah.
You know, that's what really gets me. I think I agree. I think it's nice to visit for 10 minutes, and then it's nice to go somewhere with buildings and concrete.
Actually, can I just say something else I don't like about this country's foresty stuff, yeah? There's no hay fever in Pakistan.
Really?
Jamaica!
Or Jamaica. There's no hay. You say, Uncle, hay fever, you say, what is this shit?
What is that? There's none. Never seen someone say, oh, my eyes are swollen from pollen.
Yeah.
They don't even know what it is.
They look at...
And they got this kind of shit.
Yeah, no,
Loads.
absolutely.
This is the one thing about the country that makes me a little bit...
Yeah. What is it? A wolf?
There's too many noises and it always feels like there's someone walking behind you on the right side. I feel like it's going to be a part of a movie. It always feels like there's... Yeah, let's just...
Yeah. Now, you've got me a bit worried now.
Me and girls are from countries that are quite green. That's how we end up, and same like our parents come to the UK and live in the most town. Like, we don't really want to go to the countryside. This should be normal to us. Don't you think?
It's a very fair point.
How do you feel about that? It's quite...
Well, I think the thing is, though, way back, everyone came from the countryside.
Oh, shit.
That's the thing.
We are all but from the country.
Oh, my God.
What did you see?
I thought I saw something.
No, it's okay. It's all right. He's got a tripod. He's one of us.
You know, I think somebody's underestimated as well. I think there's a lot of sex pests in the woods.
Dogging.
Bare people do fucking in the woods. You know it, and it's not like normal sex.
Right.
They just keep swapping and swapping. Yeah, they just swap out.
Swingers?
Yeah, bro, bare of that. But then they swap so many times. They even get in the car to go home because it's dark, and they've gone home with the wrong person.
All right. And then they don't know where, you know, they don't know where their stuff is.
Well, their stuff is in their stuff.
I mean, if you wanted to be a sex pest, where do you think would be a more appropriate place for them to go than the woods?
No, I think it's
The
perfect.
seaside?
No, don't do that at the seaside.
No, it's not right, is it, the seaside? The woods...
Too much light.
The woods have a certain... It's natural, but at the same time there is an element of mystery, of the twisted.
Yeah.
And you could absolutely... There could be 400 people masturbating there and we wouldn't know a thing. Just some quiet rustling.
Yeah.
You
that's just,
dirty, dirty men!
you seem really passionate about that.
Well, I've just realised that's this beautiful place and all of the sex pests that you quite rightly mention are here ruining.
I mean, you just don't know what's in here. Look, there's a little lake, a little pond. This is what I'm saying. You just don't know what's in the woods or who else is in the woods or what's been hidden in the woods.
Yeah. So obviously, if you wanted to bury a body, it's where you're going to go, the woods.
Why are you saying that?
Yeah, when we're in the middle.
you say
Come
that
on,
for?
brethren, because you know if anything happens, they're going to comfort us first.
No, but obviously, that's where people bury bodies, the woods, isn't it? No, you're not going to bury... You can't bury bodies at the car park of the service station. You need a pneumatic drill. So you think there could be a lot of bodies buried here?
I don't even like to really think about it. I try to more see this place, you know, the peace. Look, you can look through there and see the sunlight through the trees waving at you and hope that's a nice bird not picking on a body.
But you know, it is, Judi.
Yes.
Judy, it's good for 5 minutes, ain't it?
What,
You know,
yeah, you're like...
Oh, look at that. You stand there 5 solid minutes.
Yeah.
We're ready to go home.
Fine, that's what
I'm saying. That's even on the long side. 2 minutes, you're ready to go home. What do you want from here?
Because the thing is, for me, I never really want to lie down on this. You know when people have picnics in the park and you're a little bit excited. Oh, yeah. After a while, you're like, oh, I don't want to sit on this floor no more.
When you're eating food, you want to be on a chair and you want the food
I don't
on
want to
a
be
table.
so close to the floor.
And there's loads of chairs and tables. I mean, it's just there's no shortage.
None.
So anyone sitting on the ground eating that, they've chosen it. And I mean, all I can say is they're lucky that their backs are better than mine. Well, we'd better wrap it up there then. Thank you for a frightening walk.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that butterfly.
Where is he?
That's no butterfly.
Let's go.
Have either of you heard of prepping culture?
No, nothing to do with public school boys.
Apparently not. Apparently, it's people who are preparing. Should be preparing, but prepping is what they're saying for the end of the world.
Oh, doomsday
in advance.
preppers in
Is
America.
that
I think
what
that's what they, yeah.
Oh, right, doomsday. Yes, that.
Yes.
What do you think of that? Prudent or depressing?
The idea that you'd want to live through it is the thing that I don't get on board with. I mean, if it's going to happen, I'd rather be close to the epicentre.
That's
Yes,
that's
like
where
first
I am.
to go
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to be living in a bunker with eating
Tuna.
tin cat foods for the next God knows what.
Only if it happens to be broadcast on Dave, then you're
Absolutely,
up for it.
yeah. I mean, if there's a comedy slant to it.
No, you see, I totally agree, but I think there is a certain sort of person, I imagine these doomsday preppers are among them, who basically want it. They want the world to collapse.
I don't think there's such thing as a doomsday prepper that isn't also a gun fanatic.
Well, and this is it. They're deep in the mountains,
Yeah.
aren't they? They're deep in the bunkers.
And they think they have the skills to survive, they think, in a society that's collapsed more than they do in a society that hasn't. And so essentially they're calling themselves preppers, but they're incredibly badly prepared for the environment they find themselves in.
Underprepared for actually just
Yeah.
normal human existence and getting a bus to work.
Yeah, you know, and building up functional relationships in a professional environment and getting the requisite qualifications and remembering, you know, not
To trim their beard.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I literally trimmed it yesterday,
Well,
so
that's
thank
it.
you for noticing.
You're made for this world.
Yeah. I sort of feel very, very much that a world even a slightly less receptive to my particular form of parasitism than this one is one in which I would swiftly expire.
There's a big zombie series on at the minute based on the computer game, isn't there? Was it The Last of Us?
I can't imagine it attracting you to the idea of an apocalypse, you know?
No.
It's like Jaws put me off getting in the water.
Yeah.
I can't, you know, watching a zombie film and going, do you know what, one day, maybe, that could be me.
Is it a positive sign, though, the fact that they've made that now as what is basically an escapist form of entertainment?
Yeah.
Does that mean that the great bookies of Hollywood reckon that society isn't going to collapse?
Well, I just think society, yeah, possibly, but I think it's also bleak anyway. It's a little bit like, it could be worse. There could be zombies infected by mushrooms trying to kill you.
Yes. Yeah.
Have a basement full of tuna.
Yeah.
When
just
we
in
do get
case.
the zombies, we'll just end up with films about 9-to-5 office jobs.
Has to be said, the zombies. Yeah, zombies doesn't worry me. I don't think there's going to be zombies.
No.
Do you think the next thing is AI? They say that's going to destroy the world. And obviously the woods we're in now have been generated by computer. It's what we're actually looking at is a magnificent car park.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you
Ultimate
say
green
that, you
screen.
know, but is the universe just a three-dimensional hologram of some kind of two-dimensional quantum plane? It's quite
Right.
deep for Dave, isn't it?
That's a lot of words. You just put one after another there. That's.
I just
Yeah.
I just signed up to this to learn how to light a fire with sticks, to be honest.
If you can light a fire with sticks by the end of the week, I'll give you an extra badge.
Oi, did you
Yeah,
hear that, Chris?
absolutely.
I mean, it's not going to happen, but
I mean,
yeah.
technically matches are sticks, so I think we can do
No,
this.
not those sticks. Not sticks with
Oh,
phosphorus.
so now there's
adhering.
caveats to the.
Now there's
the wager.
caveats. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you mean, David? AI is going to destroy that? Do you mean in the way that it's going to take people's jobs and turn everybody against each other, or in the fact that it will actually decide to end humanity itself because we are deemed to be a parasite on the earth?
Well, either really. I mean, or both.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
It's not custard and ice cream
I'm
he's
not-
asking about.
I'm not worried about the first one because that's sort of already happened.
Yeah.
Relentlessly, technological advance has meant that the jobs people had disappeared.
Yeah.
And society has kind of coped. And you can't start saying don't invent a washing machine or, you know, there's fewer jobs washing clothes. You know, the Luddites would say that.
Mm-hmm.
But most people are on team, OK, let's have labour-saving technology and find other things to do.
No, you need Calgon, don't you? People need to make that because washing machines live longer with it.
Well, yeah. But then it may be
But
when
limescale removers are available.
when a machine makes Calgon,
Yeah.
then that's all right as well.
See, people say, like, will AI decide that we are not worthy to have life and kill us all? But, like, put an off switch on it. Why can't you just turn it off?
That'd be, I mean, if I was an AI robot, that'd be the first thing I'd eliminate as part of my
How?
intelligence. I'd just sort of say,
I mean, but if we're building it, just put an off switch on it.
I think that I don't know, but I think that it's more complicated than that.
Okay.
I think. You see, I don't. I mean, in some ways, we're revealing the fact that to have this discussion, we need more informed input from other people.
we need some intellect on the firm, that's what
Yeah.
you're
I
saying.
mean, the
No,
internet is
not
humongous,
yeah.
but I bet you can just turn it off.
Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, because someone's going to want to keep it on. That's the answer. When the robot, it's not they're going to be robots, is it? It's going to be.
But they'd be nothing without satellites.
But
Just turn them off.
It's not, I mean, the washing machine, saved labour, but the point of AI is creative. The first AI novel has been published. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. What's it about?
It's a biography. Autobiography. It's an autobiography of being an AI.
Well, I've read the Paris Hilton autobiography, and I'd wager it's better than that.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
But that's the thing, yeah. I mean, obviously, that's. So, I mean,
You could type-
will they be able to do, write jokes better than comedians and animate a character that basically looks. I mean, they could do anyone. It doesn't have to be, all stand-up could be delivered by Cary Grant. That would be better than the likes of us, wouldn't it? It's all Cary Grant. He looks nicer than anyone.
But apparently you could type into ChatGPT, write me a joke or ask me a question in the style of David Mitchell.
Yeah.
You can do that.
We can type it in, but what do they come out with?
Probably something like that, what you just said.
Well, yeah, that is where I get most of my stuff from. But no, you could, yes, can you imagine who's your favourite stand-up comedian?
Chris McCausland.
Yeah.
Really? Genuinely? I wouldn't.
I say Laura.
Yeah,
Laura.
okay, apart from each other, who's your favourite stand-up comedian? It could be someone dead.
Favourite stand-up comedian? Norm Macdonald.
Right.
He's
We're
very
going to
good.
get to the dead.
And so, any flaws in him?
Yeah, he's dead.
No, that doesn't matter. The AI can...
The AI can recreate
Yeah, first
him.
they can recreate him,
Yeah.
and he just... New material
Yeah.
generated for him forever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
any flaws at all,
Not
they can
always on
correct
the right
it.
side of PC, perhaps,
Okay,
on
they can
certain
make him a
language
bit more
choices.
PC, but might he have been taller?
No, he's
Yeah.
perfect.
Would you like him to have dragon's wings?
Yeah.
Well, now
Would you
you're
like
talking.
him? Would you like him to be able to roller skate incredibly impressively while he does his stuff, or would that distract from it? Similarly, the great roller skating stand-ups, you could have them not roller skating because obviously it detracts from the material. Yeah.
But this is the point of the doomsday prepping. Our doomsday, AI is writing our jokes, we lose our job, we're in the forest, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't know till we returned home. I mean, I use ChatGPT at home and it talks to me more than my wife does, so...
I've never used it.
Is it take a note? Is it sort of
I
send this email?
got sent a script that was 90 minutes long
Yes.
and asked to read for a part in it. And I fed the whole thing into ChatGPT and asked it to summarise what the story was and tell me how many lines my character had, and it did it in 2 seconds.
Oh, sign me up to that.
And was it correct?
I said, does the part of Tom have any significance to the story? And it said, no, Tom is an insequential character. And I said, I can't give 6 days to this.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is terrifying. Well, thank you for this walk.
Thank you.
It appears that next year's show we won't be required for.
No.
But
Artificial Davids.